Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge. Enjoying a little relaxation. Little fireplace going on. Love modern day convenience. Got the fireplace without the heat. That don't work. Oh well. Anyways, I got something special for you tonight. First off, let's get the business out of the way. If you like what you see, and if you've watched any other videos, of course, like them please, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I upload a new video. So it's the holidays. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. We did. It's always great if you can be with family, and of course, I know that at the same time that we have joy with our families, we have a little sorrow because we've lost family members, and I understand that. I'm with you, but we're all in that same boat. So just be thankful that we have what we have. So onward we go towards Christmas. But in the meantime, I've had a few requests and a few inquiries on the first truck that I owned and restored. The 1972 white 7400 Cabover. That was a cool truck. And of course, we always say, we always let the ones get away that we never should have, and that's one of them. But at the time, I just got the Big Dog Pete, and my pockets weren't deep enough to be doing two trucks. You know, I found the Pete, of course, and I was drooling all over that. That's what I always wanted as a kid. That and cracker boxes. So, at any rate, so I sold it. But I did have a fair amount of video of it and pictures. That was back in 2013 and 2014. So I had an older camera phone, and some of the picture quality isn't what it would be today, but you can still see it and hear it great. So I'm going to share it with you, and I'll give you the story, the background story on it. I saw this truck sitting on a farm out in a field with a bunch of other trucks, a bunch of cabovers. And of course, you guys know how I like cabovers. So I do a U-turn and turn around, pull back in the driveway, and I said, man, I just passed by here, I've seen all these trucks. What's the story with this? I love these things, man. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a trucker, and these cabovers were everywhere. So he said, well, in my day, and he was an older fella, retired, and he said, in my day, I used to travel around the United States, and I'd pick up farm implements and bring them back to the county here. And he also was a building mover. He moved quite a few buildings. Anyways, he said, that's what I have all these trucks for, and of course around the farm. So I'm like, do any of them run? Dumb question for a guy about old diesels, right? But I didn't know. I wasn't real educated in, you know, the mechanics of diesels and all that back then. And he's like, he says, they all run. He says, you throw batteries in them, every one of them will run. I said, okay. Is any of them for sale? He says, well, he said, I'd say that white out there. I'd say, I like that white. That is cool. That kind of reminds me of my childhood. I remember seeing those. And you guys call them the Japanese Freightliner, or some guys call them Road Commo, but the Road Commander, this is a 72 white. The Road Commander came out in 1973. That was the first version. And then the Road Commander 2, I'm not sure when that came out. I'll have to research that one. But anyways, this was the pre-runner to it. Ran all the way from the 60s to 72, my year, the last year. You can look at the pictures here, the shape that it was in, the color that it was. It had a little wrecker body on it, real short wrecker body, and I didn't want that. I thought that was goofy. And it had the big wide mirrors because he got it from a place that, of course, moved mobile homes. And I believe that was in Corey, PA, and the truck originally was a Lyons Transportation Lines out of Erie, PA, and I did a video. You guys can see that video here. Go ahead and check it out. Big trucking company, LTL freight company, of course, out of Erie back in the day. And that's where the truck came from. And then that place in Corey got it and used it. And so then this farmer bought it from him, and he used it I don't know for what, but anyways. So I said, you know, I don't want that wrecker body. Can you take that off of there? And he's like, yeah, I can take it off. So we made the deal, and I'm going to show you the first video here of when it first started up. It hadn't run in years, so I had taken a video. Then you'll see how the junk come out of the pipe and everything. So he started it up. So I'm going to try to take you through where it started at, and there'll be pictures interspersed here. That's awesome. Boy, she wanted to fire, huh?
Yeah.
Worst thing about, hey Scott.
Alrighty. Up down the road in a 72 white Cabover. That's right. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
So I got it to the shop, and I just I worked out a deal with my buddy there that ran the shop, and I said, you know, I got a bunch of stuff I need help with this, so I'm going to have you do it, and could we just leave it here in your shop all winter, and I'll have you do the work, and it'll serve two purposes. I'll get the work done, I'll have a place to put it, you'll get the business, of course. And so we worked out a deal there. I did some graphics for him too. So this is what it looked like when it came out of the shop in the spring. So hopefully you enjoy it. And if you like what you see, of course, like and subscribe. I appreciate all my subscribers. You guys are awesome. And like I've said before, I'm kind of surprised at the growth of the channel. Pleasantly surprised, obviously. But then again, it's not surprising because there's a lot of you guys that lived this, that are the drivers that drove during what I call the heyday of trucking, 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, but mainly, you know, I grew up in the 70s. So 70s and even part of the 80s, really, they were still cool up till the mid 80s. So there's a lot of you guys left out there, so we appreciate the vintage iron. Till next time, as always, keep the hammer down, safe and sound. We'll see you around town.